long-term viability. Customer satisfaction. Employee satisfaction. A company who's always losing employees is not a good company. A company that's taking care of its employees, that's a better company. Market share. Total revenue. Some businesses focus more on these things. But in the end, they only do it because they expect higher profits. So different means same end. Is it right for firms to maximize profits? Wouldn't society be better off if firms didn't focus on profits? So wouldn't society be better off if firms didn't focus on profits so much, or if they were less selfish? Well, the father of economics, Adam Smith, famously wrote in his book that it is not from the benevolence or generosity of the butcher, the brewer, or the baker that we expect our dinner, but from their regard for their own interest. interest. This code is on the quiz. So what does that mean? I asked you a question, wouldn't we be better off if firms were not so selfish? If they just did not, well, why do they only care about profits? Wouldn't we be better off if in our world firms did not care so much about profits? Right? Easygoing. The father of economics, Adam Smith, I think late 1800s he wrote a book on economics. And he wrote this quote is from his book. It says that it is not from the generosity of the butcher, the brewer, or the baker that we expect our dinner, but their regard from their own self-interest. So what he's saying is that when we do what's best in our interest, society as a result is better off as a result of it. So doing what's best in your interest is actually making society better off. So yeah, the butcher is selling meat for a price, but he's making money for his kids, and he's able to provide and put food on the table, and at the same time you're able to get the meat and you're able to make your dinner. So he's better off and you're better off. Why? Because he wanted to make money and he wanted to provide for his family and have a meat business, and he wanted to charge for that. So but he's providing you service and giving you meat, you're both better off. So when you follow your self-interest, you're making society better off. Same thing goes to firms. When firms are making higher profits, unemployment is low. Because when they make higher profit, they hire more people are employed, people can spend money, buy whatever they want, and as a result, the economy does better. But when firms are making less profit, unemployment goes up, they lay off people don't have money to spend, and the economy as a whole goes down. Through markets, self-interest is equals to social interest. Typically, what they do for themselves also makes others better off. They won't do the activity if they are not making any profits. Firms that make more profit sell more sell more goods, have happier customers, employ more people, etc. Essentially, making society better off. So corporate profits and this is true. Anytime corporate profits go up, employment also goes employment goes up. Yeah. Or unemployment goes down. Corporate profits go down, employment goes down, or unemployment increases. So production, what is production? Production is how to convert inputs into outputs. Turning inputs into outputs. Inputs are labor. Labor is one input that we will be using in the class again and again, but there are other inputs too. Input could be machinery. Input could be land or material. So there could be several inputs, but we will be using labor as input. A number of hours, like 1 hour, 2 hour, or number of people employed. So inputs and outputs is quantity produced. Input is labor, output is quantity produced. Machinery, land, material, it could be any one of those things. Productivity is output per unit. Labor productivity so productivity is output per unit, so output per machinery or per material used or whatever. Labor productivity is output divided by labor. Quantity divided by number of workers. So labor productivity is output divided by labor, which is equal to quantity divided by number of workers. Yes,
What does that say under machinery?
land.
Okay.
What is this one? Before the profit, labor,
Corporate profit decreases.
cooperate, oh yeah.
Corporate profit decreases, unemployment decreases. So everybody got the formula? Quantity divided by number of workers, output divided by labor. So we said Q divided by L is labor productivity, right? If output increases relative to labor, productivity will increase. If labor increases relative to quantity,